Hello, model railroaders. John back with the 16 by 8 River layout. This is another update. I worked on this tunnel, or this actually exit from the staging yard from the family room of our house. I finished this side. It took one shot. I love it. I think it came out super nice, and it follows the track very well, while also leaving a lot of room for the train to run. It's not close to the trains, so it just needs a sculpt molding, and I think it's going to look really good. I changed the contour of this hill quite a bit. And so basically what's going to happen with this here, I'm going to lift it up a little bit so you can kind of see what I got. Oh, by the way, that was tape up there. I just covered a crack because when I was scraping it, I didn't want that stuff to go inside the tunnel. Everything is just kind of, all of this over here is all glued. Even the top lid is glued. This whole stack here, this is not glued. That comes out, it's just sitting there. And the tunnel portal itself also is just, it's kind of just tucked in there. It wedges quite nicely, so I could always take it out if need be. But the reason I have to leave this side loose is because I'll have to put the roadbed inside there at some point and paint it, and maybe I'm going to put some kind of liner in there. I'm not going to go all the way through the wall with it, just enough where to the eye that's what you see. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to kind of move around here. And I got one of my little dummy engines sitting there idle with the light on. It's kind of a funny one there. It's been a dummy, and I had some extra lights, so I wired them up to work. So when the other train is powered, or when I turn the track on, that comes on. So kind of interesting. So, but anyways, this came out really nice. It's kind of big. It's a little bigger than I thought it'd come out to be, but it's going to look really nice once it's all, covered with some sculpt mold and things like that. It's going to look quite nice, I believe. So I'm very happy with this side. I'm going to move around so you can kind of see different angles of it. So, and it blends into this hill really nice. It's actually, I'm going to sculpt mold. It'll kind of have a big, just kind of swoop there. So that's kind of how that'll work. And I did take pictures as I was going. You'll see some pictures of it towards the end, at the end of this video. So this isn't going to be a real long one. So I pretty much covered a lot of things on the last video. So we'll just kind of zoom in over here so you can see what's going on. Gives you a little idea of what I built here. So I think it looks really good. I'm very pleased with it. Compared to when I built this side over here, this thing just took me forever to decide on anything. I just spent way too much time on it. Let's zoom out here. Oops. I'll zoom out. There we go. So yeah, I still have a little more work to go on this side, but it's coming along very well. So actually what's going to end up happening now is, now that this whole end is done, I basically have probably about 85% of the foam work done on this layout. All I have to do now is some of the foam work along the bottoms of the track. I mean, I'm going to slope a lot of sculpt mold in here. And right here, I got to build up a little area to kind of follow the curve of the masonite. But it's kind of, I'm not really 100% sure what all I'm going to put in here. It's not going to be much. It's going to be a lot of water primarily, but I am going to put an island in here. There's going to be some kind of island in here where there'll just be trees on it, and water will go all the way around it. So that's kind of going to be that part. But other than that, I really don't have a lot to do for foam work, except for way down on this end back there, where I'm considering putting some, right down here, I'm going to fill this area in with a little bit of foam, just one layer of 1 inch. And that's where, if I did some kind of business scenery, or our town, small town, or a business, that's where that'll reside, or possibly on the other side, over here somewhere. I don't know what I do, but just if I do, that's them are the two spots where that kind of thing's going to happen. So, but other than that, that's all I had. This ain't a long one, and I just wanted you to see what I did. Zoom back out. And I think this thing looks great. It's formed very well, and it went together really nice. I'll get you some pictures from the other side. Here, let me see if I can actually slide this thing down a little bit so I can go underneath the bridge. Let's just do this, and then you can kind of see what it looks like from here. There we go. So, but that's kind of what, I mean, it looks really nice. And the nice thing is you walk in this room, it's really accessible to get to it. I mean, I can right in here, reach in there if there's a problem really quickly. There'll be trees and stuff right down in here. Actually, I'm gonna put a little tiny, just a little tiny hump hill right here at some point. So, but that's kind of what I got. And that's all I got for an update right now. I think it came out really good. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.